I make the rules, and I execute the punishment.
Can you feel it coming in the air tonight? Oh,
Some mothers are impossible to love.
oh Lord.
You can't keep us locked in here forever. Get me out of here! I want to see my baby! I am not my mother, and I am not you.
You think I don't know what went on up there?
Goodbye, Mother.
You are a part of this whether you want it or not.
Hi, welcome to BNS About Movies. We originally recorded a great opening for this show where I sang Chains of Love by Erasure, and I also sang When in Rome's Promise. Unfortunately, I don't know how my iPad works, so none of these songs were recorded. Also, I upset my wife because I wouldn't let her look at stuff on the iPad, and she began yelling at me. That's when I realized it wasn't recording, so perhaps it's for the best.
Because you don't want you getting yelled at on the air.
People will be like, Becca is right!
Exactly.
Facebook-
You're going to get some comments, all right?
Facebook poll. Was
Yeah.
Becca right?
Always.
Always. Guess what we're watching? What are we watching?
Petals in the Wind.
Petals in the Wind. So we got frustrated and we watched the first half. I want to talk about this. This is the sequel,
Yeah.
the squeakquel to
Yeah.
Flowers in the Attic, which we watched last night, and somewhere in there to make my wife happy.
Yeah.
Yes, Angelo. We ordered the final 3 and 4 of this. We also have digital versions, so my wife can watch it anytime, anywhere
She
she
wants.
is. So, here we are, and we're watching the sequel. What has happened since is the kids moved on. They were rescued in a bus station by a kindly old man. And they, got themselves together. But turns out, crazy don't go away.
No.
One of them becomes a dancer. She falls in love with a dancer guy. Goes to
New York.
where do they go? Broadway.
Yeah.
She went to Broadway, and they put glass in some lady's slipper. A whole bunch of stuff happened. She got to be in Romeo and Juliet. She was dancing. Her brother came to see her. Turns out, the dude she was in love with was with her sister. And her sister liked it.
Yeah.
Therefore, the brother got in a fist fight with the guy because the guy said, I think you're in love with your sister and you need to get laid.
I didn't say that.
The brother has a new girlfriend that he wants to marry. The youngest sister almost got married to a preacher man, but she tried to invite her mom to the wedding and her mom wouldn't go, so guess what she did? Made herself a donut. Much like in Stuart Saves His Family, where Stuart's family's enemy is Windows, the enemy of the family in Flowers in the Attic, poisoned donuts.
Baked goods.
Baked goods. Just like my twin died. And she took one bite. I think it would take a lot more rat poison to kill you than just a bit of a donut.
Yeah.
Yeah. In Hollywood Babylon, the book, there's this one Mexican actress that decided to kill herself because she was pregnant and didn't want to get an abortion. And her married lover wouldn't marry her. She was kind of famous, but not really. But she wanted to make a real lavish funeral that would get picked up by all the tabloids.
Yeah.
So she took all these pills, and she made a big meal for herself, and then took all these pills and laid down in the bathtub to die. And she had flowers all over the room, and it looked like super gorgeous. She had made so she would look like an angel in death. However, because she ate enchiladas before she died, she threw up all the pills, slipped, and went head first into the toilet and drowned. And that's where they found her. Not as good as killing yourself with a donut.
No.
But what is? My wife's super invested. Right now, my wife is planning out our trip. We're going on a vacation together.
Many cities.
Are we getting a car for this vacation, or are we just going to take
I
our
was
own
going
car?
to ask you. It's up to you.
Yeah.
I think your car's okay.
The last time we rented a car, we got the same car.
I know, which was
I'm
bullshit.
like,
we could go all out and get a convertible to ride through the fall.
Oh, yeah, through November. Yes, it'll be
fun.
20 degrees.
You wear a sweater.
No. It's sweater weather up here.
We could rent an SUV and be comfy and roomy.
Mm-hmm.
What?
We could.
That part's up to you. I'm fine with taking our
November. In November, we're not going to tell you the dates so you come
car.
over
You
to our
just have
house.
to get your
steal our
tires before
movies.
we go.
Get your tires.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we're going to Frankenmuth, Michigan.
All over.
All over
Livonia,
Cleveland, Livonia.
Detroit, base, Port
If you
Huron.
live in any of these cities and you'd like to meet us, maybe give us a DVD, hang out with us.
Mhm.
You come on out. Tell me a little bit about this movie, Becca. This Petals in the Wind. Ellen Burstyn's only been in it like for a second.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
She's in it a lot more in the end of it.
Roller Girl is
Mhm.
fixing up the house. And her mom keeps going, "Y'all gonna go to hell for killing that baby.
Mhm.
You're gonna go to hell." She's like, "You had a stroke, Mama." She's like, "You kept them kids up here in this attic. You're gonna
Mhm.
go to hell for killing that baby."
You are.
Yeah.
But.
I was talking to somebody at work today,
Mhm.
and they said, "You seem really tired." I'm like, "Yeah, I can't sleep. I wake up in the middle of the night and I have dreams about work." "Hey, what are your dreams about?" I said, "I dreamt that my boss was a giant head, and he lived inside the
At
basement." No. "And he spit things at me, and I had to complete them before they burned me." They said, "How would you stop that from happening?" I said, "We'd have to get another job."
Well, maybe.
People don't understand the craziest in my head. My wife does.
I do.
My wife understands. She understands the shining light noises I make.
Mhm.
Angelo, the dog sitting here next to me, he's going to go on a special vacation
And that was.
to my brother's house, and he is going to be in Shadyside. So if you're a lady and you'd like to hang out with Angelo, he'll be in Shadyside at some point in November. Send him an email at babyteen@dog.com. That's not it. Spoiler warning, that's not Teen's email address. You can reach us, though. If you'd like to hang out with Angelo the dog, bnsaboutmovies@gmail.com.
Yeah,
Are we gonna
be
do-
screened by Noah though first?
Are we going to do a live podcast from our party?
No,
Are we going to do one after?
the next day.
Are we going to talk shit on people that are at the party if they don't act like normal humans?
Yep.
Cool. Becca and I are having a party, and we're going to show Halloween 2
Mhm.
and Jason Takes Manhattan.
We are.
Do you wish Jason Takes Manhattan had been a musical?
Yeah.
I saw it in a theater in Newcastle, and there's one scene where they say, "Jason's been sighted in Youngstown," and the crowd went bonkers.
Losing their own minds.
Who did I take to that? Rev's on.
Just you and him.
Him, me, and my girlfriend at the time, who's now dead.
That whole story is just sad.
She died. And not my fault. I'm exonerated. What?
That comment.
I've never killed a girlfriend.
Thank you.
Or a wife. I never will.
Have I ever killed a husband?
I think my wife has killed at least one boyfriend. I think there's at least some broken dudes.
Shallow grave.
Shallow graves along the way.
Mhm.
I really wish this first episode had come out when I sang all these songs.
I know.
It was really a love letter to the show. As I was singing, but I changed all the words to Chains of Love to be about Petals in the Wind.
You did.
I think the whole next Can't album
Mm-hmm.
is going to be about Flowers in the Attic.
It is.
But this next song is about brothers and sisters living in an attic together. It's called If There Be Thorns.
If there be thorns.
Yep. Well, that's what this one's about. This one so far, they're really dumb. I know they grew up stunted in the attic, but everybody's dumb in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
The dude who's the dancer's dumb, doesn't know how to drive right. He gets like a McDreamy like death.
Mm-hmm.
The brother's dumb. His girlfriend is pale and dumb.
Yeah.
The sister's dumb. The other sister that dies from a cronut's dumb. She's like, "Looks like your sister's been making some donuts." And they're like,
Look like your sissy.
they're like, there's like 50 return to sender wedding invitations and rat poison. I'm not a detective, but I think she's dead. She's like, I like how Heather Graham was like, "I don't have any kids." She's like, "But I'm your daughter." She's like,
Nope. Never seen you.
"Never seen you before." Well, let me tell you what. There is a 4-pack of this that you can get from Walmart.com. This isn't that.
We bought the 2 and 2 pack.
We bought the 2 and 2 pack. 2 and we'll see you in 2 and 2. But we also got free Voodoo downloads, which means my wife's going to ask me to show her some point before the end of the weekend. My wife will say, well, just put those in and we'll watch those now.
You can put it on when we go up in the other room.
Yeah. Not tonight.
Why not?
I've had all the incest I can take.
There might not be incest in that one.
That's VC Andrews. Do you know what the V in VC is for?
What?
Incest. Very into incest.
Yes.
VC Andrews, not a woman, a guy. The real VC Andrews,
What is it?
dead.
Girl.
Dead. She died. Now there's a guy who's VC Andrews.
You get on a cruise. Not that I like boats.
Oh, I never want to go on another cruise.
I know. You were trapped.
I was trapped. It was horrible. Every day they're like, we're going to land at Port-au-Prince. And I'm like, I was on the cruise. When I was on the cruise,
Yeah.
the first night, the guy said, what's your name, Steve? And I said, yeah, sure. So that was funny and I wanted to be someone else for the trip.
Yeah.
However, that joke wasn't funny anymore to quote the Smiths. Every single day, every single person I met, I had to answer to Steve.
Mm-hmm.
And they say, what's your name? Text they say, I'm like, I don't know. They screwed it up. My name's Steve. I had just started drinking again, too.
That's funny.
So a lot of my trip was, there was a different drink of the day every day. And they were like
You tried them
the
all?
fruitiest drinks. And you had a cup. So, like, because it's like, in order to get the drink, you had to buy the special drink cup.
Your pimp cup?
It was like a thermos cup. And you had to bring it with you. And
What
be
kind
like,
of cruise did you go on?
The worst.
White
cruise.
people cruise?
It was so bad. They're like, we're going to have special dress-up night, and everybody can stand on the steps.
Dress up night?
Yeah, dress-up night, and you had to wear like a suit.
My baby didn't dress up.
I did wear a suit for it. And then I also, there was like a game show night. And
But you won't wear a tuxedo for me.
I'm wearing a tuxedo right now. I am. Nobody knows that's listening to this. Just tell them I was wearing a tuxedo. Tell them my husband was wearing a tuxedo. I don't want a truck.
I'm just looking.
I think we're going to go to the chip dip capital of the world.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to, when you go there, you get to stay inside a giant tub of chip dip. You get to sleep in it. When you wake up in the morning, you have to eat it off each other.
Yeah.
We're going to go to the cottage cheese bowl. It's you wear a scuba suit and you swim through cottage cheese. And then we're going to go see the world's biggest ball of twine. Then we're going to go to Ed Gein's Winter Wonderland.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to go to Lionel Kitty City, the last one that's around in the entire world. And then we're going to go to a Burger Chef.
Yeah.
And then we're going to make a car out of hot dogs and drive it into a wall.
That sounds like a vacation.
It sounds like
Have fun.
It sounds like something we can do together. These are my suggestions for the vacation. Here's what I'd like to do for my vacation. With
Sleep.
you. No, here's what I'd like to do. If you can, and I'm not saying you can, could we rent the Oscar Wienermobile?
It says van.
Oscar Wilder Wienermobile.
My baby wanted a van.
I would also like to thank my wife.
Yeah.
I'd like to thank my wife. She bought me a video game yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And she bought the DLC for it. She knows what DLC means.
He told me about it, and he's got to have that.
Yeah. And
So don't ever think I don't love you, because I wouldn't do that for anyone else.
And she
And
played.
you're the only man I've ever been so in love with to ask what a DLC code is.
And
So just know.
And
And
she played Just Cause 3 last night. And she took a giant truck and she drove it down the mountain. And my wife screamed as if the truck was real.
it was real.
And she was like, oh, what is that? The truck blew up. She got stuck in a tunnel.
Yeah, see, I'm in. It says you're going to give us a Hyundai Elantra.
I don't want a Hyundai Elantra. At least give it. They didn't even give us a different color.
The
It's the
economy.
same color.
The economy looks like a little that. A Chevy Spark, we're going to smash it in there. I think we just take our car. We get your tires fixed because we were going to do it anyways.
Yeah.
And we just take our car. It's the same price.
All right. Where, you know where else we're going with
I
that?
was thinking what we should do too.
Okay.
For money wise, we should buy gift cards.
Uh-huh.
That way we get gas points. But there's really not. It goes there.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't know.
their get goes to Cincinnati. The way to Cincinnati.
But then we're going to Cleveland.
There's ones in Cleveland, too.
You know.
So,
All our hotels are booked.
we're going to get back into, we're about 57 minutes into this. This one,
Yeah.
you know,
That's much more drama.
people were upset on the IMDb message boards about a masturbation scene, which I've not seen in this yet.
It's coming. And it's not.
Oh,
even-
literally?
Well, it's not. From what I remember, it's not masturbation. It's a hand job that she gives him.
The husband a hand job or the son?
Corinne gives Bart Winslow a handy.
Who's
Or-
Corinne?
Heather Graham.
Heather Graham gives her husband a handy.
You go, who's Corinne? The center of someone may not.
I don't pay attention
And he
to
only
this.
his
You just
ears
say to
only
me, here's-
perk up when things that interest him happen,
Yeah.
and he says, "Oh, good.
I like ballet. I like glass in the shoes.
You like eating poison cookies?"
The donuts. This family should never
want
have.
some?
No, thanks.
Donuts.
No one in this family. They're like, every time they drive past the Dunkin' Donuts, they just start crying.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you. I don't know if this one's as good as the first one.
I don't think that I like this one because I saw the original first one so many times. I was just sick of it.
My favorite thing in this, in the IMDb review, someone said, hated the first one.
Damn it!
Damn it. Thought the second would be better. It wasn't. Had to finish the other two. Like, when do you have this much time? There are really vituperous
He's down. That's a pen.
IMDb message boards about V.C. Andrews books. We got to start posting on the IMDb message boards.
No, I don't want to invite those people into our lives.
Yeah? I don't know. You sharing out our...
Everything's all booked.
Angela's like the girl in
Whole
this
6
that
days
died,
worth of hotels.
that died from,
Get going.
what do you call it? Donuts?
Yep.
He's like that. He's like, I'm going to eat some M&Ms. My wife just booked the whole vacation. She was like, yep, I'm going to do this while you're being stupid. Doing your podcast.
Yeah.
It's going to be, you know what this vacation's going to be like? Like walking with you in an unfamiliar town. You're walking.
But I've been to all these places.
You've been to all these places. You're going to walk too fast. I won't know where I'm going. And I'll be like, please slow down. I don't know where I am. And you're like,
I'm just going to tag along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just, that's what I do. Well, that is a long post.
No, she wrote about the girl who I got Elvis and Lola from, Shores of the Humane Society. And she was just, saying that she spends all of her time there, so she likes to do whatever on her days off. And I said, you're a good person because because of you, I have the 2 of the greatest fur babies ever. And she says, I was the best adopter ever.
Oh.
I met her at D's.
Did she have cats with her when this happened?
No, but who was she friends with?
Malcolm.
The guy that I was going out with at the time, listen to this. The guy that I was going out with at the time, her and me were like a chance meeting.
Yeah.
Because a girl that he had gone on some dates with online, and it turned out terrible, he couldn't wait to, escape.
Yeah.
She was there at the bar, and Dara was sitting with her. She was that girl's friend. So then this girl invites herself over on my date and sits at our table to talk to the guy that I was on the date with. And they're all wasted, of course. So then Dara comes over too, and her and I ended up hitting it off and kind of, staying in touch.
So she gives a hand job to her husband?
Hey!
I'm sorry.
But I'm just saying, because he knew that girl, that's how I got to meet Dara. Yeah. Anyways.
So confused.
And that's how I got Lola and Elvis.
Okay.
My baby.
I'm so confused. My baby's life is a labyrinth.
Of what?
It's like people and people.
So was yours.
No.
When I was on a cruise, when I was in Japan, when I was...
It's not a labyrinth. I was like, I was on a cruise. It wasn't like,
When
I was
got
on a
hit
cruise.
with barbed wire
Listen,
once.
I was on a cruise, and I met this person. And this person knew this person. But I was really on a date with this person.
I'm just really talkative.
Really?
And I talk to everyone.
I've seen you at these.
Social,
Hey, come here!
Social butterfly.
Come here, in the back table, yelling at people.
Come here!
Come here.
Yeah, I do.
Screaming at people, and then leaving her jacket there.
Judy used to hold all my coats and
And there was
umbrellas for me.
a box full of Becca stuff.
And she said, you left your one other coat here. And she said, you make sure you get it, because that's a nice coat.
Mm. How many bars has my baby left her ID in?
Oh, no, less.
Thousands.
Yeah, in other states, all kinds
Other
of shit.
states, like, I'm in
The
Vegas.
day I was member, wasn't that with you?
Yeah, the day you're flying back. I left the day before you.
And the day I was
You're
leaving,
right,
I had to
like, I
wait
know.
for the double down to open up so I could go get my ID and leave. And then I also left my debit card in the Burgundy room in California once. Danielle and I were almost stranded because we only had $50 to get gas when you get home.
I have a story to tell about my baby, but I can't tell about on the podcast.
What?
About that night.
Which night?
About the last night in Vegas.
Oh, you can tell people. I'm not ashamed.
No.
What part?
My baby and I had to sleep in the same bed for like a week.
I know.
But we were staying at your parents' house, so we had to behave.
Uh-huh.
And then, because we weren't married yet, but it was nice they let us sleep in the same bed.
Uh-huh.
And then,
Well, I was
last
30, I think, or 29.
yeah, last night my baby got real drunk and she passed out, and I went out to hang out with your brother in the garage for a little bit. And then I came back in, and you were sleeping, and I lay down next to you, and we fell asleep. I woke up, my baby was humping my leg. And she was like, wake up, wake up, wake up. And I was like,
Wake up, baby.
Wake up, baby.
Yeah. And I think you did, yeah.
I woke up. No problems waking up. Yeah, that's where I got fat and old. That's when I was young. That's when I was just a 41. Once I hit 44,
You got sexier.
I hit the wall and I hit it real fucking hard to quit body count.
Up, body count.
And so you know it's easy to do a podcast when your wife puts her hand in your mouth.
What if you had a disability? Like, what if this was your disability?
A disability. Welcome to Abilities Podcast. I watch movies, even though it's hard for me to use the remote.
Say the
I say-
ABCs.
My wife grabbed her. This is so painful.
Oh, sorry.
Keep going. I have to finish. Other people might have the same problems as me. I have to let them know that it's okay that you can do a podcast even when your wife is squeezing your mouth and nose together.
You sound like you're from down south.
Let's do the podcast. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Tonight we're gonna watch Angel Heart.
I'm gonna watch.
Tonight we only watch movies. We only watch movies where monkey hearts are put into men.
Exactly.
So we only watch one movie, and we watch it every episode.
Yeah.
And that movie is Untamed Heart. Yeah. Tonight we're gonna watch Untamed. We should do a podcast where we watch Untamed Heart,
Yeah.
and we have a different guest every time, and they have to watch it.
Yeah.
And it's called Untamed Heart, the podcast. What do you think? My wife just lights up in the living room now. All right, I'm going to go back to watching this movie about incest now. So, anything you'd like to add before we stop the beginning of the episode?
No.
What are we going to watch after this? No, not yet. All right, we'll be back.
Hi, you hungry? Looking for a tempting treat? Hold on till I absorb some heat. Some added tang might please you too. I'll slide into an oven-fresh bun, and I'm ready for your eating fun.
Why don't you try a juicy good hot dog? Mmm, delicious.
So they set the house on fire, and they burned up the old woman.
They did.
And then they put the other woman in a mental
Yeah,
hospital,
asylum.
and she finally missed her kids.
Yeah.
And the brother
Mhm.
was in a trunk full of toys.
Yes.
They didn't even bury him.
Nope.
And then the brother and sister got married, and their kids played football in California.
They did.
They were playing football.
Yeah.
In the yard, and she brought an apple pie, just like the beginning.
My mother made.
Wow.
Yeah. What are your feelings?
Messed up movie.
Yeah.
Dude's fiance came in.
Yeah.
Wow. Brother and sister were going at it.
Going at it. Not fiance anymore.
Not fiance anymore. She's like, hold on. What's going on with you two?
Yeah.
And they were like, what? You don't do this with your brother? She's like,
Bang.
I don't have a brother. My mother died when I was before my cotillion.
Your cotillion.
Whatever it was. I don't know. What do you give this movie?
I give it a B.
A B?
Yes.
So, in case you're wondering, because it's my favorite thing to do,
Yeah.
I want to tell you a fact about this movie. Petals. I also, are you impressed? I didn't remember the name of the movie the last time we went through this. I'm like, yeah, what's this called? And you're like, you don't even pay attention. The Petals on the Wind. Seems to me you lived your life
like a candle in the wind.
Never knowing who to cling to and have sex with your sister. I would like to know you, but I was just a kid.
I do think my baby would like these. Look at that. They're pickles wrapped in cream cheese and bacon.
Ooh.
Would be good.
Would you like to know the keywords for this movie don't work.
Why?
The site IMDb is not working, but the only ones it'll say is incest, poison, grandma, ballet. Favorite lines from this movie? Do you want me to do some dramatic readings of some lines from this movie?
Yes.
I'm pregnant with his child. Merry Christmas, mother.
Mother.
That's the only line in this movie that it said. What's the next book? The next one we're going to watch. If There Be Thorns.
If There Be Thorns.
Ooh, well, let's see what that one's about. Let's give it a little sneak.
Play the preview.
Well, I'll play it on the show.
Is there a preview?
I don't know.
No, but I want to see it.
Christopher and Kathy live here with Kathy's two sons who have no idea the true nature of their parents' relationship. When a woman moves in next door, Christopher learns it's their mother, Corinne, and the long-held secrets are revealed.
They're revealed.
And there's all new people playing them.
Mm-hmm.
They keep changing who plays the kids in each one. This Whitney Hoy. See, none of IMDb is working right now. Don't they know I'm trying to do a podcast? Will Kemp, tell us about him. Kathy Dollinger. Will Kemp was in...
He played the dancer.
Yeah, he was in Van Helsing.
Mm-hmm. He looks like a young, what's his name?
Who?
That's the one that Mom likes. Wolverine.
Oh, yeah, he kind of does.
Mm-hmm.
Bailey DeYoung played Carrie Dollinger.
Yeah.
Yeah. She
was like a country singer.
So what's the final movie in this?
Seeds of Yesterday.
Seeds of Yesterday. And what's that one about? You might wonder. A flirtatious girl has a love-hate relationship with her obsessive brother. Oh, so that one goes all the way back to the original.
Yes.
Oh, it's the fourth book.
Mm-hmm.
It's the point of view from Kathy from the age of 52 to her death a few years later. Followed by Garden of Shadows. And Garden of Shadows.
Like horror movies.
Garden of Shadows is the fifth novel. It explains the origin of Olivia, the grandmother, and the events that caused her to become
What's it called?
Garden of Shadows.
That's not a movie, though.
No.
Right?
It's about how she became a cold, domineering mistress of Foxwood Hall.
Yeah.
It takes place from 1918 to 1957. It came out in 86. It had some gothic horror, and it's the final one in the series. It's a...
You have to read me that one, because that one's not a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to read it to me.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's a lot of differences. Like, they didn't, like, read back the other books.
Yeah.
So different people die in different times.
That's okay.
So, this happens in the DC universe a lot.
Let's just compare it to other Lifetime movies. This is a very good movie.
Here's
in that
8 differences
aspect.
between the V.C. Andrews book. Oh, a lot of differences.
Yeah.
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 Christmas is a central theme of all these books.
Yeah.
Bad stuff happens at Christmas. People come down the steps and go, "I'm your daughter, and I'm having his baby.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, mother." So I guess he died in the fire too?
Yes.
He's like, "Well, I have to save her, even though she was horrible to him the whole time." Ellen Burstyn was like, "Can I please get a stuffed double?" No. Nope, we don't have no budget. We're going to set you on fire. Lay in the bed, and we're going to put a special...
Computerized flames.
No computerized flames. They said, "We're going to put a special silver blanket on you." She's like, "That looks a lot like the magic baked potato thing for the..." No, it's a blanket.
It's baked potato.
Don't worry. It's a baked potato sack. And we're going to cover you up with baked potato sacks. And then we're gonna light you up.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, "Are there any fire extinguishers?" Sure.
Sure.
We have a bucket of sand if you want to get technical.
We have a bucket of coleslaw.
We have a bucket of coleslaw and a bucket of cat litter. We think those will work together, or they'll cancel each other out and you're gonna die. Do you want to win an Emmy? And she was like, "I don't think any of us are gonna win Emmys for this."
You don't know that.
One of my friends just won an Emmy.
Who?
Ryan Mill, who's the voice of the Penguins. He's on the Shop and Save Voices.
Oh,
He won 2 Emmys for documentaries about the Penguins.
really?
He's got an EGOT.
An E?
An EGOT.
What's an EGOT?
It is Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony.
Ooh.
Very few people have the EGOT.
Do you have one?
No, I have an Addy. Do you want to know who?
What's that?
I have a Pittsburgh Advertising Award. I have a District 2 Advertising Award.
Mm-hmm.
I have a pot of piss and a cup of coffee.
A pot of piss.
Actors who have an EGOT. 12 people and 5 media franchises have EGOTs.
Yeah.
You want to know who they are? The acronym EGOT was coined by actor Philip Michael Thomas. It's the grand slam of American show business.
Yeah.
Richard Rodgers did it in 1962.
Did that happen yet?
Yeah, it happened.
Oh.
Helen Hayes,
Yes.
Rita Moreno,
Yeah.
John Gielgud, Audrey Hepburn,
Yeah.
Marvin Hamlish, Jonathan Tunick,
Yeah.
Mel Brooks,
Yeah.
Mike Nichols,
Yes.
Scott Rudin, Robert Lopez, Whoopi Goldberg. 5 performers have received all 4 awards, although one of the awards was non-competitive. So that's like a, like a lifetime achievement kind of thing. And those people are Harry Belafonte, Alan Menken,
Yeah.
James Earl Jones, Liza, and Barbara Streisand.
Yeah.
Yes. So, in case you're wondering what an EGOT is, that's who's got it. It's really the only award. Steve Martin does not have a Tony, or he would have it. Here's who's
But
close.
he has an ego.
Here's people that are close.
Yeah.
Fred Astaire.
Yeah.
He's not going to do it.
Why is he not going to do it?
He's dead. Robert Russell Bennett. Irving Berlin. Walt Disney. How many Academy Awards do you think Disney won?
15.
26.
That's close.
Judy Garland.
Yeah.
She's not going to do it. Quincy Jones. He might do it. Barry Manilow. Bette Midler. Oprah Winfrey. She's got Emmy, Tony, and Humanitarian Academy Award.
Yeah.
Yep. The franchises that have EGOTs. Are you ready?
Yes.
Ooh. There's PGOTs. Richard Rodgers and Marvin Hamlish have won a Pulitzer Prize and the EGOTs. So, The Lion King is an EGOT winner.
Yeah.
Sweeney Todd, The Wizard of Oz, Aladdin, The Sound of Music. That's how the EGOTs happen. How did we get to talking about EGOTs? I thought we were talking about Emmys.
All of it. It's all the same.
What awards has Flowers in the Attic won?
Too many.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, the nominees for Best Non-Pornographic Incest Movie of 2014. They are Flowers in the Attic. And the winner is Flowers in the Attic. Thank you. You know, a lot of people said that when we made this movie that people would be upset about it, and they were. Mm-hmm. Some people gagged. Yeah. Some people got a little barfy. But by the end of the second movie, people wanted to see the brother and sister stay together.
They did.
All right. Yeah. Well, the next one I have to watch is If There Be Thorns. If There Be Thorns. That says to me there may or may not be thorns. It could go either way. And then finally, Seeds of Yesterday.
Yes. I'm excited.
Daffodils and Dicks is the next one. And there's another one called Lilacs Are Forever.
Yeah.
There's another one called Sunflowers and Sister Bangin'. Why do you have to be so coarse? Do you think people think
reunions and raw dogging?
You're trying to be Howard Stern? Because you're not succeeding.
I'm trying to think of another
one. Roses and raw dogging.
Yeah.
Let's remake that movie.
I know.
Like I didn't know you were my sister. Sister.
Brothers and boners. Sisters and sluts.
No, that's too easy. Brotherly boner.
Yeah.
But he's a flower too.
Oh.
What's a bee flower?
Bouquets and boning.
Bouquet of boners.
Yeah, that's my movie. So you should call the podcast.
There was that little sex scene in this.
Mm-hmm.
One, the guy didn't last that long.
Well, I don't think he did anything.
I think
she just was like yanking on it to be mean.
No, I think because he was like super down.
Oh.
She's like, oh, what? Who? Shaving!
My baby.
You should see the non-lifetime version.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
How would you know?
I saw it in a theater. They had a special theater show. You could only bring siblings.
For all the weirdos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
My baby.
Stay tuned. Like I thought maybe in October we'll do all the Halloween movies. Never in my wildest dreams did I think. This episode has been replete with technical problems.
Yeah.
However, this is the end of it.
Yeah.
We ran out of juice. So, I'm Sam. I don't have a sister that I've ever slept with.
You sleep with your brother, though?
We slept in the same bed, yes. Always ass to ass. Then he would wake me up and be like, Sam! Quit snoring! Also, my brother slept on top of me, but in bunk beds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Becca, thank you for joining me for another episode. BNS about incest films. We're going to watch Hotel New Hampshire next. Yeah. And as Becca always says,
we'll see you at the movies.